Abamwarie, Ablekuma Bosheno, Abamwarie, Abamwario, Abamwarie, Ablekuma Bosheno, Abamwarie. Abusia me practicing for Magraheb experience, Jama session in the verse. It's going to be fun. But before that, there's still 2 sports left. Hope I saw joining the experience this time around. Who could this number up? 6 days, 6 regions. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Hit this number up and then we talk. 1 person 6,000, 2 people 12,000 for the full room, everything included. Food, accommodation, transportation, whatever. You're very easy when you're talking about the fun part. Ablekuma North re-run, re-election, re-whatever. Abusia abewie ye. Eko wie achire no. Ekuye free from NPP. Lost.
Nyankopon akasa. No besen akasa.
Ewurabna Obin from NDC won by a factor of 209 votes.
So I, the returning officer of Ablekuma North constituency, do declare Ewurabna Abuya Obin, the NDC candidate, as the MP elects for Ablekuma North constituency.
Now, Abuja, let's talk about this because this is election. Something baby.
Anepia 33,881. Ewurabna Obin 34,090.
Before the election, and I said, NPP for sure, my winning that. So the case, they are not going to do any rerun. And I'm the case in the court.
Until the 3 polling stations near name say, outstanding. And for easy, the catch let's say for rerun there. Let's just say, money and in year. Until I file a court.
And then I think it's a Thursday or Wednesday last week here came here. Court to book case in the good year. Say easy wa home, whole quine. So be conducted a rerun of that, constituency, and then they did.
Do you have any comments for me? I mean, everything that's happened in court today. The court dismissed your application to injunct.
After they're moving forward, instead of NPP, Abusia, on focus on campaigning for their candidate to win, and I'm see their bidder. They are not going to contest the elections.
Under no circumstance will you be coerced. Yes. Go for a rerun. We will not go for any rerun.
So they spend now or more a maximum 3 days to do serious campaign to make sure that their candidate win. And then they were like, nah, we've already won. We are not going to do any rerun. And then the case in the crowd court.
Court never said go and do a rerun. The court said go, collect, and declare.
So time a court on the ball case in the Tugu, That was when an Isaac are very serious about campaigning to make sure that their candidates win. And they failed to do that. Fast forward. Edru baby the party Nankasa penning for what said this time around, we are not partaking in this election.
Based on what is happening currently, I'm unable to even speak positively of the Electoral Commission. Because the inconsistency from their action even makes it difficult for me to even understand the decision that they have taken.
But the candidates now don't understand what Ablekuma said there be. This is the party decision. But now, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is say, I believe that I won last time around and I believe that I can win again this time around. So I'm going to compete.
Nobody is I am contesting. You see my people, you see the way there. We are fully prepared. What prepared? Tomorrow we are going for this contest.
Because again, the Electoral Commission didn't take her name out because NPP said they are not going to partake in the rerun. But I didn't know Abusia or the Osia and a choir and I feel the caucus stand. They started campaigning. And then ultimately, voting day didn't happen yet. Now, I think a day before, we saw people like in Japan talking about the fact to say, I don't know, it's like the party is giving up. They shouldn't kind of give up So it's gonna be NDC before the end of her. Let her contest. If she loses, she loses. If she wins, she wins. But don't let it be Ghana Tirekan.
When I say Bibu National Executive, but almost decision automatically. Now this saying say yeah the seat now a coach anana. We have to go. And this for any animal and now for the home. And yes, sure say we a member we have to go. Danya sani you ba no nkoama na oba besia ono nkoa ene eco fight for it. Na yesi e women nti na any say the media me amadwene dia we have to go.
To me abusia, that is how we should think as political parties or politicians or even Ghanaians. At the end of the day, we want what is best for that constituency. It really isn't about the person or leading that constituency, no. But again, we should kind of have a person or lead from, other party or an independent candidate, whatever. So if the time has come for the easy, the power, conduct elections and stuff like that, if it's within their right to kind of conduct a rerun and they do so, and then you say that you will not partake in it, right now, you are kind of hurting the candidate,
In my opinion, there, if he's a national executive, they should resume the decision, and we should all go. We have to go there. We cannot allow, say, NDC for once by elections. So which signal are we sending?
I think it's a day or two to the election. We saw Brian Champion, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia donate about 600,000 Ghana cedis to lead in the campaign to, kind of 2 days. Now here is what gets me all the time. Right now, officially, the NPP party official position is say, we are not partaking in this.
We will not go for any rerun.
And then there is the candidate here. On say, regardless of party's position, this is kind of about me. I am going to partake in it.
Nobody is. I am contesting.
So right there, and then there is an insubordination there. What you say?
We will not go for any rerun.
Nobody is. I am contesting.
So if NPP is any serious party, or they should show their people say they are still in power. And as a penny for at the top, and if they say things, people beneath them, they listen to her. Then there should be kind of a disciplinary action for the lady in the QFVA. But that, to me, isn't going to happen. Simply because even though the party's position was we are not going to partake in this rerun. When the D-Day came, I was always so petty in penny for the helping, the lady, campaign and stuff like that.
But we do not trust the NDC in this process. Let me be very honest. I don't trust them in this process. And that is why we are vigilant.
We saw Kenya Japan, we saw Brian Champon, we saw Samia Wuku, we saw deputy chairman born left and right to a firm way.
Masum. Obiasa to say.
We saw how Kumi, we saw a whole lot of party pending for there to support the lady.
We are building a democracy. And the structure of democracy should not be cannot change.
We saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia giving message to say, okay, the lady like stop. They supported her, but official position of the NPP is we've boycotted this.
Under no circumstances will we be coerced to go for a rerun. We will not go for any rerun.
But at the same time, there are people also kind of, partaking in it, helping the lady to campaign and ultimately maybe win.
We are fully prepared. What prepared for? Tomorrow we are going for this contest.
That I think I saw one of the TV stations. I don't know if it's Channel 1 and I said Joy Mubako. One journalist are not talking about the facts here. He posed a serious question to one of the people panelists, and then they said, right now, the NPP people say official position of the party is that we are not going to kind of partake in this whole election thing.
The face of your candidate remains on the ballot paper. You won't participate.
So right now, if say after say he's now the candidate in our here, is NPP going to say it's okay? Right now, even though they were disobeying, we will take you back and as we it is.
However, if it should come out that the people want the NPP, and they vote based on the face of the candidate being on the ballot for the NPP, will you enjoy the spoils thereof?
That is the voice of the people.
You see, that is a serious question, Ankasa. And, ultimately, Well, yes, your fan is a lady Nanrin. So, at least there is that point.
So I do declare Erabna Abuya Obin, the NDC candidate, as the MP elects for Kumah North constituency.
Right now, it feels like the NPP penning for. They don't have any power. Seriously. It's not a party. It looks like some more power PM. After, I understand that there should be kind of a serious opposition to the party in power. And that's right now for us Ghanaians, NPP for. So to see the NPP for are not even trying to put up a fight. To me, what they need to do is do kind of elections within their own party first before they even think about the flag bearership of the whole party. Because right now, if Mpenimfo at the top of affairs, can't say people beneath Omono, they don't listen to someone Mpenimfo can. Then what is the point? What is the power actually? I'm Mpenimfo at the top. We
will not go for any rerun.
Nobody is. I am contesting.
They couldn't even bring Abronye to table to book. Book.
NPP leadership, it's a shame.
Abronye says so many things. Sometimes they kind of disassociated themselves from Abronye. But they couldn't even force Abronye to come, send a boy on bed discipline. Abronye, you couldn't force Abronye.
Me, power chow.
Continue. Second thing, lady, yes, party say, okay, party no one there where we are registered member. You can't kind of go beside and do your own thing. You can't go and contest because your official position is that we are not going for any rerun because we've already won the 2024. And then the lady went ahead and did her own thing and competed.
Under no circumstances will we be intimidated.
We are fully prepared.
Under no circumstances will we be coerced. To go for a rerun.
I am contesting.
We will not go for any rerun.
Tomorrow we are going for this contest.
Are you now going to punish the lady or what? You see, that is the crazy thing always I don't seem to get when it comes to this NPP party. Mpanimfo at the top na kasa. We will not
go for any rerun.
I am contesting.
After their massive loss, people talk about NPP. Their own members talk about NPP like, okay, and you may for to a way for to when am I lose you a way for to just say, right now, their chairman, Mr. Stephen Team, he is supposed to be in charge of the party. I think health-wise, right now, so I think I was step back. And then the second vice was there. There's a third vice now. Right now, running the whole thing. Plus the general secretary, Justin Frimpo Godwia. Those are the people So you see, it's like people now they don't respect them. Abronye called them, so we are like, I've forgotten the name Abronye different, but I'm sure if you follow politics, you probably know.
NPP leadership, it's a shame.
So that shows me, it's like Mpenimfo at the helm of NPP affairs. They don't have any power to control anybody within NPP anymore.
And the NPP right now is a party without a soul. It's a party without a soul.
If they need to properly change things within their own party, they should kind of change their whole leadership and then find a different way of talking or, campaigning to Ghanaians.
A group of people who claim to believe in certain ideals, certain principles, certain values. Now, where you depart from the values, the principles, the virtues, you see, that was the focal point for the said aggregation. Then you are a party without a soul.
People love Kenya Japan, regardless. That is one person people can get behind. But if you bring someone like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Brian Champon, people don't have that same love on the streets, at least, where the votes really matters. They don't have that same love for the other candidates like they do for Kenya Japan. And based on how the party, or more affection for Kenya Japan, it's like they said they are not even going to let Kenya Japan win this time around. Because keep in mind, they say the people that will vote for Kenya Japan to get the flag bearership position, it's not the normal people, it's not the people on the street that are more love and now don't make Kenya Japan, but the people, executives within their own party. Right now, the party in Pennyphone can't even get their own executives to kind of do it. NPP, why? What is wrong with you guys? You guys really need to set up, because if this thing continues to go on now, you are crumbling your own party from within.
NPP leadership, it's a shame.
And then I'm here Channel 1, right? Channel 1, there was a video being posted on Instagram and I'm talking about. I think it's a former Tamale MP, not talking about the fact to say this whole mess that the party right now, majority of it, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for the early concession or conceded to John Mahama during after the elections.
From their flag bearer in the 2024 elections to now has caused the problems that we are having.
And the reason, to me at least makes sense. Now can I say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, time about one quarry, no more him so lose, and they keep that in mind. No more him so lose.
But they believe they were winning. No, he was psyching up the people. He knew that they had lost. The records, the outturn, the performance has spoken to them already. And Miraculous Abuaji knew that perfectly that they had lost.
But now you think at least in Kwapchain Kakra, Kwapim say, Easy Ankasabe Babontin, and I say, Easy Babe Babontin. Na cafe they were conceding because no more up to 24 to 72 hours for EC to announce they be any person machine arena.
Then we know that the Electoral Commission has between 24 hours and 48 hours to declare
72 hours.
72 hours to declare the results. Now, Bawumia, what did he do?
He conceded.
Long before the Electoral Commission.
But that's he said he did it to diffuse the
tension
that was
he did it to render whatever activity that was happening at the collation centers.
So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, by the time of Babontin that fast be considered, it was like across Ghana, there was no point to actually fight for the party at that point anymore because the main leader of the party, at least the flag bearership, whatever, their candidates, Ebusia, were considered defeat. In the news, I say, about one Kumah, of Tema Central, maybe in Ibiano. There is no more point to fight anymore because the person you are fighting for, or you have been fighting, whatever the Brofofan, Freeman is. Ebusia, whatever the fight you will fight, that person now come and say, man, could be a Marie, Otasia Malusu. So what was the point?
Because they were collating both the presidential and parliamentary elections at the same time. And Bawumia declared or conceded defeat long before the Electoral Commission. Nobody was interested in the process again. Because what was the purpose?
So because of that, and some of the constituencies, I'm not going to give you up. So, it's likely that some of the constituencies, NDC from Pokran renew. But Nam said there was no kind of vim to fight anymore. People kind of stopped for the party, for the candidates, for the MP, whatever.
He didn't hold the country together. He created this confusion.
The tensions were building.
No tension was building. People were simply waiting for the results. So when he did that, people were still at the Blakuma collating presidential results and still holding parliamentary pinches. They had done the same party agents do them. Didn't see the need. Because their party had lost.
And according to the former MP, was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia did that early concession to save face, send a bear man for because Bawumia, a peaceful man or a people or a for no own benefit, not for the benefit of the party or for Ghanaians.
The defeat was so catastrophic and disastrous that Bawumia had to do something to salvage an image.
By conceding quickly.
To put himself forward as a statesman.
To me, to some extent, he has a point there. At least watch the full video now. I don't know how I stay in the shame, so keep that in mind.
That's why we recorded that high number of unfinished coalitions in this. Have you ever heard that we've recorded this number of unfinished coalitions in Ghana? Because of his action.
So Abusia, my plea to the NPP party, then they say, you guys really should set up. You guys really should find normal inquiry within your own party and then fix it. Send a bear, come 2028, you will have a formidable team, a formidable party to campaign against the NDC. NDC, regardless of they may have with each other, they still have their shit together when it's about the whole party and then their national agenda. But when it comes to NPP right now, everything is Abusia. You guys really need to sit up. You guys really need to change things. Send a bear. MP, you're too slow. You friend saying, I am ready for anything. When you're too slow as a person, like what I said, too slow. Managing but sometimes too slow talk. A hacking. Was it the NPP party? Shouldn't just think about who is going to be their next flag bearer, but the person obetimi aboa get them the seat back and I say, you know, something like that.
We need a very organized and disciplined party to elect a president, not a flag bearer.
So if you guys are not thinking like that on that same wavelength, then at the end of the day, you are going to get a flag bearer that will go nowhere. Because the party don't talk inner fights and politics.
What some of my people forget is that what led to our abysmal performance was the lack of public trust in our party. And we need to build that public trust and confidence again.
You guys really need to set up. If not data, don't forget even about 2032 because you are going straight to 2040. I swear. Tap send. Then numero uno. Mobile app. We see a bit in there send this car command. Don't for Ghana. So Italy, Germany, Europe, USA, even Dubai. Now person send this car the brand of Ghana. App where so you swear tap send. Kwa Apple App Store na Google Play Store na kwa download no right now for two phones so. Because how they send this car commando for bia yanti we levy untuashe exchange rate no was so. It's fast, it's secure, it's all the good things and mouth trouble. Almost security a top notch and I first time I download the app now you see send this car. Ubo code Magraheb Shema depending on baby I want you better see a chewska. I'm at the scar was sending on. Dear Bujas only starting use to tap sender. May conform our neck. If you know more mobile wallet, I was your bet me load do no with scar. It's a time so I will send this kind of commando for Ghana. Now nothing I'll be connected to bank. Debbie. Or tap wallet no. The fast and is what send the call. Tap send the Abusia, mean to me conform enough. This is a one you see tap send the Apple App Store and Google Play Store and I could download it right now.
Tap send. Papa no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Till we meet again, Abusia. Adios.